feedback. So this is the first one, customer categories. What are customer categories? The subdivisions of your customer into smaller groups, the groups having things in common. It's a tighter, more meaningful description of who is likely to buy from you and why. It's often called archetypes, so people give them memorable names. Now, ones you'll be familiar with will be empty nesters or yuppies originally. These were marketing terms. You might be less familiar with perhaps supermarkets, who one supermarket I know has archetypes called people like Northern Brand Loyalists or Sausage and Mashers. And it just paints a very quick word picture of the kind of customer talking about what's important to them. Yeah. And it's actually another way of describing a market niche. A niche and a customer category are really two ends of the same thing. So why have customer categories? As I've just described, it allows you to tailor your proposition to make it more impactful for that particular group of customers. It's no good banging on about price if price is not important to that group of customers. It allows you to understand how well you're meeting the needs of that category. Because if let's say, speed of response is absolutely critical, and your speed of response as you've benchmarked it against your competition is not very good, you understand that you're not serving that category very well. So either you've got to stop serving it or you've got to do something to improve your performance. It allows you to understand profitability for each group and decide how or if you want to serve them. Is everybody familiar with class A, B, C, D customers? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, A is low cost to serve, high value. And D is high cost to serve, low value, and you don't want the Ds. Okay? So categories is a way of thinking about, which of these categories do I want to serve? So in terms of what you do, Lisa, there'll be some outlets, I guess, that where the uniqueness and quality of the food is really important, and others where it isn't. And it's about price and delivery. So it's no good having the same proposition, or it's not ideal to have the same proposition for both those groups of people. It allows you to develop a niche market where you can be number one or two. If you are not number one or two in your market, you're going to struggle. Now, you're all going to say, well, we're not number one or two. How could we be? We're not General Electric or IBM. But defining a niche and serving it well actually makes that your market. So again, you could turn it on its head and say, actually, this is the market. And we're going to talk about that a bit later on.